My son is the only one in the lightweight division, stepping up to the tougher competition. You know what I'm saying? We're going to 140 now, and we chasing Josh Taylor right now. That's the guy that we want. We want to break the records of being undisputed 2 times. We already broke the record at 135. Nobody had ever done it, and we're going to have like a dinner and, the Hall of Fame. We got invited, so it's a great feeling, We're the only ones from the younger crowd that has the lenient belt, on ESPN, he's pound for pound number 5. So, we're doing great things. These guys are just fighting guys that, to play it safe. And they don't understand the game. The game is you fight the best to become the best, So my son is way ahead of them with only 16 fights. I mean, he became world champion in 15 fights. That's never happened, with a real champion. I'm not talking about, mandatory or whatever it is. We fought a real champion in Comey, a strong fighter, and we got rid of him in 2 rounds. Lomachenko was, taking care of all the people that we already beat. I told everybody he was going to beat Nakatani in the 7th round. And I see him beating Comey. And I told everybody, nobody could beat Lomachenko at 135. You got to be very smart to do that. And I don't see nobody in that weight division.
Comey can line him up for the right hand. He won't be able to.
Yeah, nah. I just see him running all over Comey, and he might even stop him. Let's see what happens. But I got Lomachenko in that fight. I told everybody, why you guys don't call out Lomachenko? Why ain't Devin calling out Lomachenko? Why ain't Tank calling out Lomachenko? Why ain't Tank calling out Josh Taylor?
I think Devin has asked for the fight with Lomachenko.
Of course it's going to be made, because I already spoke with Bob, and Bob promised me that we're going to fight him in April. That's if he doesn't chicken out and go to 147, But we're here to fight. Like I told my son, we ain't wasting our time. Everybody thought that my talk was cheap. My talk ain't cheap, man. Whatever I say happens. I predicted like 4 years ago, that my son was going to be world champion in 15 fights, and that he was going to take the belts from Lomachenko in 16 fights. Exactly what happened, That's why they call me Nostradamus. And it's so simple, man. You know what I'm saying? He adapts to everybody, In the game of boxing, it's about adapting. And all these guys, and being secure about yourself. That's very important. 80% of it, it's all mental, bro. And my son is in the right place right now. He's happy. He's living his life. I'm the only one with him now. It's only me and him and my wife. So we have, we're coming back again. I did the first 13 fights, only me and my wife with him, So, why jump on another boat when the boat ain't, if your boat ain't sinking?
Yeah.
So, we have this, and we're just gonna bring entertainment to boxing, because that's what he does. Kambosos is going down in the 1st round, and I'm saying it right now, because my son is gonna go in there and destroy him. It won't go past 3 rounds. We just want to get rid of this right now. So it's gonna probably happen November 13. I already spoke with Eddie Hearn, and we fixing a couple of things there that we're not happy with. Him not putting the WBC belt on the line when it's like all the belts. And I already talked to Mauricio Suleiman that he has to do that, because Mauricio Suleiman said that my son has the highest belt at the 135 weight division with the WBC. And he's got to respect that. Eddie Hearn has to respect that. This kid, Devin Haney, is already a free agent. He's not even with them, So I don't know why he did that, and that's the only concern we have right now, that he needs to respect the champ. We coming in there, to make everybody happy, to entertain the crowd and make everybody money. And Eddie likes money. But anyway, the takeover's here. We ain't going nowhere, we're gonna be here for a long time. And after we beat Josh Taylor, we go to the 147 and face whoever the hell is there too. That's just the way we are. We want the best competition, because my son is real. My son ain't no hanging out with Floyd, hanging out with Bernard Hopkins, hanging out with Saab Judah. You know what I'm saying? We don't hang out with no celebrities. We did this by our own, and that's why I know my son is better than all these cats, because they're all fake. You know, why they ain't calling out my son? Why they don't want to fight my son? You know, and they're always gonna outprice themselves. My son is the A side. We got all the belts. You know, these guys from TMT, they got regular belts. You know, fighting Barrios. Give me a break. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you fight? Why don't you call out Josh Taylor? You know, we don't play it safe, and I don't care about no zeros. You know what I'm saying? I tell my son, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it the right way. We go after the big boys. You
The old
know,
school way.
exactly. And you know what? We get better. We go to another level. You understand? And they don't understand that. You know, they're not gonna get good fighting these guys. You know, and we're doing the right thing. You know.
When the opportunity presents itself, who do y'all want first, Tank or Devin Haney?
We want anybody. It doesn't matter. You know, we'll take Tank. He fought at 140 already. You know, we could do that after Josh Taylor.
If he fights against Tank, would he still be considered the A side in that fight?
Of course. Because by that time, we'll have all Josh Taylor's belts. You know? I ain't playing, bro. You know, I predict everything. By April, we're going to have all the belts. 135 and 140. You know, my son, that's why my son wanted to do, that's why my son wanted to do a cash weight at 137 so they could both weigh at 135 and fight for all the belts. It's never been done. But, you know, I don't think that Bob Arum likes that idea. So we'll fight him at 140, you know, and we'll still have all the belts, you know. And, you know, Josh Taylor has a lenient belt with Ring Magazine, so we'll take that too. So we're fighting for 5 belts, you know. So, listen. This is just the beginning. What you guys are gonna see, you never seen in boxing history. I mean, we're doing things that nobody has ever done. You know, with 16 fights, man, everybody was fighting in Mexico with 16 fights. You know, he's 4-time world champion. I know nobody likes my attitude or no, they don't like the way I talk. But the thing is, I talk the truth.
I like it.
I'm real. You know what I'm saying? I'm real. But it gets somebody in a sort of way because they're fans, they're fanboys, you know, and they don't see reality. They try to change it and mix it up, you know, that we're scared.
Just be a fan of the sport, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
you know, why we gonna be scared? We fought the pound for pound king, somebody and nobody wanted to fight. You know, how many opportunities Floyd had with Tank to fight him? A lot of opportunities, almost 3-4 years. You know, they didn't believe in him, but my son did. You know, we did it for them. And we did it with only 16 fights. That's crazy. It's never been done. It's never going to be done again. You know, I don't see nobody having all the 4 belts, you know, at that weight division, at 135. It's not going to happen with only 16 fights. I tell you right now, it's going to be hard to do that. That's why I told my son, we can't let this guy go. Let's take the bullshit money, but this is going to make you big. You know, and we fought for scrap. You got over here, you got this kid in Shakur Stevenson with Jamel Herring fighting for 1.7, fighting for 1.5. Are you kidding me? That's disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? Then my son got all the belts and they want to give us $1 million? But I understand the game. You know, we're coming back with Bob. You know, I think Bob is recognizing us more now. Let's see what happens, you know. You know, we can make the big fights with Bob, and I'm happy to come back to Top Rank. You know, I'm not the kind of guy that holds grudges, you know. You know,
it's business. Right?
Exactly, you know, and they probably don't understand how the game is played. You know, it's probably all personal to me. That's what I think it is, you know, but because they never expected my son to be who he is, you know. All that shit in the amateurs is all bullshit. Name me one guy that won gold medal that's fucking world champion right now.
Right now.
Nobody. From Rio?
Usyk won the gold medal, and he's...
Did he fight in the Rio?
I can't remember if he was 2012 or 2016.
No, I don't think he fought in the 2016.
Yeah.
Did he?
I can't. He may have.
Yeah, but Usyk is a different animal, you know what I'm saying? You know? So, but you don't go by that because that's all politics. I mean, they got rid of all the 38 judges, you know, and they're having a discussion right now that they robbed around 20 fights, and I guarantee you my son is one of those, you know. But you listen, we doing great things. We beat the best amateur that ever lived, you know, and that's a big thing. But they try to make it look like we didn't beat nobody, you know. But we're just gonna stay strong, and the takeover's here. Take over with top rank. We're gonna unite and make a lot of money and excite a lot of people.